the score drill, we'll go lower body movements, then we'll work our punch kind of circuit or different drills you'll see in a second. And score drill might be one of the last things we do all day because it ties in both. It emphasizes lateral movement. It's the same setup as short mirror, but it adds a competitive piece now where the rabbit is trying to get inside the cones. It's not a bull rush drill. If that's an emphasis, there's other drills to do. This is all a movement emphasis, and you'll see here as the drill starts, it's all about cover with the knees. And my man, really good here. I put this clip on here because at the end, a lot of guys, when they get in this position, picture a left guard or left tackle. The defender's rushing around the edge, trying to get into that cone at the 5-yard mark, or I don't even use dots. I have a nice area here where the guys know where the edge of the drill is. But this defender is trying to get into the corner, and a lot of offensive linemen will turn at this point and try and run them by with the right hand. Well, all this does, if I emphasize, and I'm going to zoom in here and draw for a second, if I'm going to drive them by with the inside hand, then my outside leg is going to open because they can't work together. And if that opens, now the defender's got an easier rush around the edge of that quarterback. What I want you to watch here is watch as this guy finishes the drill. We talk at Vanderbilt, we talk about the start, the middle, the finish, and the return. Everybody talks about the start, the middle, and the finish. We really talk about the return and body language, and that is your arrogance. We don't need 10,000 words of crap talking. But watch him finish the drill with the left knee here. And it emphasizes right there at the end. You see how the outside knee or the knee getting pressure fights and turns the defender off all the way to the cone. If you can defend a 5-yard area, you can pass pro anywhere in the country. So that I like that one on there as the first drill. And we'll go back and forth here. Sometimes you get a little feedback. There's a bunch of ways to run the drill. You can split up and go into twos. But certain times a year, I like coaching a little more verbally. Other times of the year, we're banging it out with quick coaching cues. Here's the left tackle again. You can see he keeps his posture. I'm setting him out of a 2-point stance. Some days I'll line the defender up wider, so they got to set a little wider, or I'll manipulate the drill for tackles. But when you're talking, and I'm going to use a screen here to show this, kind of like a whiteboard. If I'm talking about pocket, okay, the guard, center guard, they set the depth of the pocket, okay? Just saying the ball's right here, your cue's back here, all right? That's our protection point. The guard, center guard, they control the depth of the pocket. The tackles, they keep the width of the pocket. And so for me, we don't just turn and run them by. We want that to look like a plate. We want them to be able to, so that way, as they do, those defenders are coached also. If we keep this outside leg strong, what I call the anchor leg, so you have a post leg, and nobody talks much about the outside leg. I like to talk, hey, we all can talk post. I like to sit on the anchor, because that's going to handle any of the power instead of just letting the outside leg get open, okay? You'll see that in our drills as we keep rolling here. But it forces, this is the left tackle working. He sets, he gets pressure to the outside, and he works so pressure to his left, okay? It makes him work his left knee, so our mirror drills are carrying over. And we tie in the punch and punch timing up top so it never gets to his face. And then the defender redirects, and the way we coach the rabbit, you're always just trying to get inside the cones with speed. This is not a power rush. So if he cuts you off with the knee where you're trying to go, redirect and go the other way. It's a big active movement. As the rabbit, turn your shoulders. And we're tying in a little bit of punch here too. That's why I do this drill at the end a lot of the times. Okay, here you see a couple different guys go. I got some good and bad. Here's a true freshman that you can just tell in his body control. There's no posture locked. He's weeble-wobbling up top a little bit. The hands are all over the place and the feet are dropping. So you do drills with young guys. They look really good in one drill. You progress to the next phase, and it's back to their habits. That's why you got to do stuff over and over and over. You can't come up with 10,000 drills that they never get repeated. But you look where the feet go. He's backing up. The thing I like here is as a guard, which he is, guard and center, he's trying to stay square, and he's covering with the left knee. So that is giving him a chance. As he gets stronger and grows and matures, physically he'll be able to hold up here. But he gets the movement drill. That's why I like. And then you can see the young guy go jumping everywhere and lunging and leaning. We'll coach all that through a bunch of other drills. But the score drill is kind of my ultimate, naturally where you at. It's a great camp drill for me to see where a guy's just movement skills are and body balance. And then the last one here, I've got, this is an older guy that's got a problem. He's trying to grab all the time. Win with the feet, dominate with the hands and the punch. So you see a guy set here, and he's going out to get his hands on him right away. Whole different set. We're working drop back pass sets. We'll work crawl or jump sets differently. Well, then your feet got to go with the hands. So you're in body balance and control. Here you got a guy setting off the ball with his feet, but he's trying to grab. Well, now he's in a bad position. He's leaning, and that defender's always going to win. You're going to end up opening the hip to catch back up. All right, next here we got the 3-punch drill. Now I'm going to go to upper body. That's our 3 core lower body movement drills. The upper body here, we'll start with a rhythmic, just like long mirror, slow and controlled, 3-punch in rhythm. I want the offensive guy. We're not trying to jack around and stutter. And so you'll see, this is the first drill we do. Some days it's in a stance. Some day they've already set. So here they're getting out of their set. Again, they get an extra rep practicing their set, pushing out of their set, getting their posture tight. And the one thing that I really like different angles for is I get to see from a posture standpoint where they're at. And these guys will come out of their set. All should have nice tight elbows, closing their windows. Let's see here. Here we go. So you'll see as they're popping up here. There you go. 62 is a great example. He's a 4th-year center, started for 2 years for us. See how quick he's out of his stance? His elbows, you can't even see him on the video here because he's keeping them nice and tight. What that does, especially for an inside guy, if you get caught off guard and they beat you with the bull rush, then at least my elbows are keeping him off of me this far. I might not have full separation. If they're to the side and I got my windows open, which means like I got air in between my elbow and my rib cage, if the windows are open, those things just absorb the full bull rush and the power. So we like to keep the elbows tight inside because those deep enders inside, D tackles, they're on us right now. So great set here. You can see a couple of the other guys aren't even out of their stance yet, but you see the difference in the tight elbows. He's starting center, starting left tackle. Okay, when they go to extend even, they keep them tight. Not bad here by a young guard. Younger tackles holding, and then the timing's off. This is more of a rhythmic timing drill so guys can get comfortable punching. And when the defender goes, you'll see here, we coach the rabbit. They're not just leaning into him. That's not what a defender's going to do. They have to move their feet so all their body shows up with them. They have to step into this guy. They have to be strong in the core so they get a real, the guy punching gets a physical body to punch. And so you'll see, if you watch the rabbit's feet, they end up getting into the drill pretty good and giving them a full body. And then I'll chew that more than I will anything else because they're guys on defense just go. Well, then we go against real D linemen and one-on-ones. This isn't the get-off speed that they got to be used to. So timing is meant to let them, when I talk about a punch, okay, I talk about really the lock of the elbow. It's not a wind-up. I want to carry them nice and easy. If I'm a tackle, I might be a little more down depending on what my comfort level is. But as I go to punch, okay, I should be able, and every guy's arm length is different. But if I were to lock the elbow, okay, and lock the wrist, that's right where as the defender should be into my chest. I want as much separation as possible. That is like my insurance because he's going to break a hand down. That defender's job is to clear my hip. So if I can keep him as far away from the hip as possible, I'm winning.